morning, millennials, and welcome back to The Toast. Happy Thursday from a beautiful 19-year-old. Yes, yesterday was my birthday.
Yesterday was Claudia's birthday. We forgot to tell you that we were taking off for the day, but we were forward thinkers. Mm-hmm. And not only did we need off for the day to celebrate Turdy in full, but we needed off for the day because we were not well.
We are low-key so sick. There is like a sickness in this home that is destroying Swirly Summer. I feel so much better today. It destroyed Swirly Summer. It destroyed my birthday. Like, it's insane. We didn't even go out to dinner last night. We had this fabulous dinner reservation. We looked at each other. We're like, there's no way.
We all fell asleep during nap time yesterday. We woke up feeling worse. And today I have resolved to be normal. Like,
oh my God, me too.
Not even just like be good and like normal. Cause I've been so productive, but I feel like I'm just like racing through life. Like I'm not processing things. Like I've decided today that I'm going to be a normal person come hell or high water.
Jackie, I completely agree.
Like,
I have decided today, like, is the first day of the rest of my life.
No more falling out of coconut trees.
No. We have been insane. Like we are so back in a sort of heteronormative, neurotypical space.
Even if it doesn't feel that way, like I will fake it till I make it. Like I am pushing through. I will not allow this to go on in my life any longer.
No, I completely agree. I'm so glad we're on the same sort of recovery wave.
I feel like mold toxicity is a choice.
We are choosing to be bogged down by mold and its toxicity.
We were choosing it. We weren't fighting against it. We weren't being strong-willed of the mind.
We let it like wash over us.
I'm taking back my power today.
1000%. Not only because like it's been enough, but also we have a live show today at the West Hampton Beach Performing Arts Center. There are hundreds of toasters.
I would say that's probably why we're getting our act together.
No, and I feel better already. Like it's going to be a great show today, tonight, tomorrow. And it's like enough. The mold and its radioactive energy has seriously destroyed enough of our summer.
It's true. It cannot destroy our business. If you feel me veering into like silly-nilly waters,
I got you.
Bring me back.
1000%.
Man overboard.
I don't know. I do feel it like starting to wash over, but I do feel like it's just you and I under these bright lights being silly.
It's you and I under these bright lights. It's so true because we were being so normal this morning. We started on time. I think that's also been an issue.
Yep.
Our time has been willy-nilly and it's been leading to silly-nilly.
Jackie, it's giving bright lights, big silly. Title.
It is.
No, I happen to like really like this setup, even though we're getting like some hate. I guess on Tuesday's episode, I was like, this is some of our best audio quality yet. And people were like, it's really not. And I guess it's the volume's been a little low. I'll turn it up today. Okay. I'm so sorry. Actually, you know what? Let me get on here. Let me see if I can.
No. Yeah, sit your ass down. Totally. You can turn it up in post.
I don't know what I thought I was doing. No, you're so right. You're just the mold.
It's just like the haters getting to you. So yes, we're in our swirly summer.
Also, wait, sorry. Speaking of haters, I know you don't see these things because I'm just like a rat who lives in the gutters of the internet. But a lot of people thought that like our, Minky Couture blanket was one of us covering up something.
Just being fat.
Just big fat thighs, yeah. Like people are like, does anybody else feel like the blankets are giving like someone's hiding a belly? I am hiding a belly of food. Like,
yeah, no, it's called big fat thighs, cellulite, coldness.
It is freezing because we record in my room and like my room is an ice chamber. It's giving
like no temperature control in the house because like we're upstairs, the heat rises, so you have to put on the AC to combat it, but we're sitting here in like our summer wears. It's just a mess, but no longer.
Not today.
No, like today we're sitting here cold, no blanket. I think the blanket was also like not helping our cognitive state.
Yeah, because it gives like this sense of comfort. And
like we're just in bed laughing.
Yeah, it was giving in bed with Joan.
It was giving in bed with laughter.
That too. So we're back is basically what we're trying to say.
We're back to work. Bruno's back to work. Like we're taking this very seriously today and you will have a serious episode. So if the silliness wasn't for you, congratulations. We're back.
Bright lights in the big silly. Who sings that? CeeLo Green?
Oh yeah, that's a weird song. That's like not a song.
Well, CeeLo Green is kind of like a weird person, just in the sense if you take a look at his career at a glance, which is one of my favorite things to do.
And that's what we're going to do today? Taking a look at CeeLo Green's career at a glance.
Literally, why not? If we don't do it on this podcast, nobody else will.
If we don't do it, who will?
Well, I think a lot of people, came to learn late in life that CeeLo Green, everyone's favorite Jolly Green Giant. Sorry, that was mean. I didn't mean like in a fat way. I actually really did not. Because I feel
like a vibe.
I don't know why I have this like memory of him on The Voice wearing this like monochromatic green outfit. I feel like he was always wearing all green. CeeLo Green.
Yeah. Okay. Jolly Green.
Yeah. I didn't mean big at all. But also, like, if you don't know, that he is overweight. But that's really not why I was referencing. I need to shut the fuck up.
Neither here nor there. It's not like he's tall.
Yeah, he just was giving like big teddy bear, like love boat energy. And a lot of people didn't know. They're like, why is this person famous? It's because he's Gnarls Barkley, who sings the best song ever, Does That Make You Crazy? And then
fuck you.
Yeah, of course. And then there was that, I feel like that was the first instance of, people getting duped on the internet. Do you remember that video that went viral of, it was like a security camera footage of CeeLo Green sitting in a recording studio and his phone actually blows up. It was like a Samsung. Mm-hmm. It was fake, but like I got duped by that. But whenever I do think of CeeLo Green, I do think of that video. Okay. And of course his iconic stint on The Voice.
Okay, so that's CeeLo Green's career at a glance.
And speaking of at a glance, I'm sitting with Junie B. Cortez.
You are.
I'm sitting with Junie Cortez at a glance. You have Band-Aids on your index and middle finger. Can you talk to us about that?
I can. I cut myself cooking. Once really stop. That's not funny.
No, that was seriously a joke.
I did a bad cut on my index finger, which brought me into Band-Aid territory, which then made me put a Band-Aid on the ancillary cuts I also received because I'm using like a new kitchen setup, a new knife, and this knife is amazing, but like I didn't have my grip on it. Also, I was slicing tomatoes, which
slippery game.
Just throw them in the garbage because you're just going to cut yourself.
And it's crazy because you look so gorgeous today, like so put together. Your makeup is glowing. I love your Travis Mathew golf dress.
Thank you.
And the Band-Aids are it's actually taking away from the whole look.
I know, but like a hunk of my skin is about to fall off. So
what do we do in that? I think at that case, we have to forego and enter our Junie B. Jones era.
Yeah.
Why do I keep saying Junie B. Jones? Who's that? That's the books.
Yeah.
Junie Cortez.
No, I mean, it is what it is. I'm going to have them on stage tonight. Like,
oh, wow. What are you wearing tonight? I've asked you 4 times.
You asked me a million times.
And you were like, something floral. Like, help.
You know that I bought dresses and then I had like my Hamptons dresses. Mm-hmm. You know them. Like they're floral. There was 2
We
floral.
need to like match energies. Are you going like casual? Like what's the vibe?
We'll do a try on after.
Great.
Like, because I need to try on. I want to try on the purple dress again now that I got like the matching cardigan.
Okay.
So we need to plan. I need to like blow out my hair. I have so much to do.
Much to do. And we have to do the toast. It's Thursday, which just means good vibes all around.
Good normal vibes. These are 2 normal people who aren't suffering from like cognitive decline.
Yes. Energy today.
I feel like the White House.
Energy today. Cognitive normability.
Yeah.
Neurotypicality. Mm-hmm. No silliness.
Okay. I make no promises, but let's let the chips fall where they may.
Well, I feel like that's what we've been doing up until this point, and it hasn't been getting us like in a good place.
For sure, but we've been doing it throughout our lives.
So true.
And that got us to a good place, but maybe there were too many chips and they were just like falling errantly.
They were falling errantly.
Errant chip fallage is a real problem.
You just said a mouthful there, sister.
Nobody wants to talk about the real issues.
It's so true. And that's why we started this platform and this podcast, to get into the real issues.
Right.
Like the errant falling of the chips.
Errant falling of the chips, we are anti.
I can feel us like going down like a moldy spiral. I think we need to reel it in.
We sound like Kamala.
Literally. That's kind of what mold energy does. But the thing is, much like Kamala, like if you actually listen, we are saying something.
Yes, like that we are against an errant falling of the chips. If that doesn't mean something to you, I can't help you.
And like a lot of people were like, the coconut tree, she's not actually saying anything. She actually is.
Yeah.
Something incredibly profound, but you just obviously can't understand it because you just fell out of a coconut tree.
Right. Sad for you. We were there last week, but we've picked ourselves back up. Yes. And now we exist in the context of all in which that came before us.
And let us be like a sort of role model and an inspiration to those who have just fallen out of a coconut tree. Like it gets better.
It gets better, and we're going to leave it at that before we, too, fall out of a coconut tree once again. Okay? It's contagious.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. I feel like we should get into
I know, because if we don't,
this is the part where we could really slip into something here, is the pre-Fast Five banter. That's where
let me tell you, I love slipping into things with you. Like, I know why we can't. Like, I get it.
It's just the slope is too slippery these days. We've always been able to control ourselves.
So true.
But it's that summer slip, that slip and slide.
Yeah.
But we are slipping into dangerous waters. So without further ado, these serious normal girls are going to deliver the Fast Five stories that you need to know. And the Fast Five stories that you need to know are brought to you by State Farm. So thank you so much to State Farm for sponsoring today's episode. We know our toasters can agree that nothing feels better than a personal win. Like when you get a final piece of furniture delivered to your apartment and your home truly feels complete, or you've hit a personal best on a workout, like perhaps you're training for a 5K and at one point, like people thought you were annoying for it, but then in the end, everybody was really happy for you.
you know that whether it's small, whether it's simple, like just taking a nice walk, or beating mold, something as large as beating mold. A win is a win, and who's there to celebrate with you during those times? It's State Farm, because maybe you're a toaster who managed to stop for a much-needed iced coffee, but still made it to work on time. Whatever it is that you define as a win, it calls for celebration, and who's cheering right beside you always? State Farm. Also, State Farm. With the State Farm Personal Price Plan, you can create an affordable price just for you when you bundle home and auto. So celebrate by breaking out the confetti and those happy dance moves. Talk to a State Farm agent today to learn how you can bundle and save with the Personal Price Plan. And no matter what kind of toaster you are, whether you're more in your Jackie era or in your Turdy era, like your very, tech-friendly IT department, you can talk to an agent on the website or the app, very techie. Or if you're a little bit slow-moving, you want to talk to somebody on the phone, maybe you meet them IRL. State Farm can also do that. No matter what type of toaster you are, Jax or a Claude, State Farm has got the means for you. So talk to a State Farm agent today to learn how you can bundle and save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amounts of discounts and savings and eligibility vary by state. Now, Jax, do you have something you want to close us out with?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Today's episode is also brought to you by the Row Body Program. Row provides access to the most popular weight loss shots on the market. As you guys know, I had a fabulous experience with weight loss shots. I cannot recommend them enough. And a lot of questions I get is like, where do I start? How do I get them? How do I know if I need them, if I'm a good candidate? And Row is an amazing option. So the Row Body Program pairs a weekly shot with healthy lifestyle changes so you can lose 15 to 20% of your weight in a year on average and actually keep it off. Over 200,000 people have already chosen Row to help them lose weight. Row Body Program members have support throughout the process. Their partners handle all of the insurance, the paperwork to help you get your medication covered. And if you're eligible for medication, patients have access to the provider on demand for any questions. You can sign up online from the comfort of your own home, which means no scheduling a doctor's appointment, no commute to the doctor's office, and no waiting rooms. If you've been watching people like myself and, other people have success with these types of drugs and sort of just being like, too nervous to take the leap or really not knowing where to start, feeling like it's just too inaccessible, too confusing, check out the Row Body Program. It makes it really simple, really helpful. And I know a lot of people who've had amazing experiences, myself included. So average weight loss is 15 to 20% in 1 year with healthy lifestyle changes. So BMI and other eligibility criteria apply. If you want to check it out, go to row.co/toast. Sign up today and you'll pay just $99 for your first month and $145 a month after that. Medication costs are separate. That's row.co/toast. row.co/toast. Today's episode is also brought to you by BetterHelp. BetterHelp, thank you so much for sponsoring today's episode. If you have been thinking about giving therapy a try, you don't know where to start, or you've just kind of been nervous about it, perhaps this could be the sign that you need. Comparison is the thief of joy, and it's easy to envy other people's lives. It might look like they have it all together on Instagram, but in reality, they probably don't. I think a lot of people can attest to social media like really making their mental health a lot worse, and jealousy and comparing your life to others is such a core part of that. Therapy can help you focus on what you want instead of what other people have, so you can start living your best life instead of coveting what other people have, and they probably don't even have it because they're lying. So if you're thinking of giving therapy a start, why don't you give BetterHelp a try? It's done entirely online. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. So stop comparing and start focusing with BetterHelp. What's so great about BetterHelp is, like I said, it's done entirely online, but that means that you can talk to a therapist in any method of communication that feels comfortable to you. So that's talking on the phone, video chatting, texting, whatever you feel best, they will adapt to you. And if you get matched with a licensed therapist and it's not like a good personality match, which is really common in therapy, they make it super easy and not awkward to change therapists, which in real life, like changing a therapist after 1 or 2 sessions is basically like, hi, I don't like you, bye. It's so awkward. Not with BetterHelp. They make it super, super easy. So stop comparing and start focusing with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/toast today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/toast. Thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring today's episode. BetterHelp.com/TOAST.
Thank you, Claudia.
You're welcome.
I also feel like at risk of slipping into silliness, like we didn't even talk about your birthday.
Oh my God, yes. Okay, well, because the mold poisoning ruined it, but we still had such a nice day. We just chilled, family day. We tried to go out and shop and get coffee, and we thought maybe the fresh air would help with the mold poisoning, but in fact, it made it a lot worse.
We were so much worse than we've ever been. We tried to have like a leisurely ladies who lunch afternoon, and it was just not happening.
We came back and like everybody in the house fell asleep. Like we were seriously not okay. We had dinner reservations. We ended up just staying in. Ben made such a feast. It was so good. Like that was really a great top off to like me being, seriously, I reverted to old Turdy for the last 10 days. Like the second we all got in the house together, it's something about A, being with you guys, B, like being sick, but also having 2 birthdays, and then C, like something about living in a house, like the accessibility to a kitchen, like the kitchen being the center of the home. Like
it's just all being together. You're so not like focused on yourself and your goals. And I forget when I'm like just walking past the kitchen and grabbing a cookie, like I forget that that's not what we do.
No, like the past couple of days, like I seriously for breakfast had like cookies and brownies. Like not okay. I reverted to old Turdy. I'm so back. I'm back and better than ever. You need to, if you see me like eating a cookie, like slap it out of my hand, okay? And also stop bringing fat things into the home. Like you brought in those brown butter cookies from that market that you loved. They were so unbelievably delicious. And then you let me buy that brownie at the other farm stand. Like stop. I'm the person who goes to a fruit stand and buys a brownie. Like no.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
We need to help each other. I've been really spiraling, but not today.
No, same. We're normal. We're skinny.
Yeah.
Like we are thin of sound mind.
Like I don't know how much weight someone...
That's our mantras, our daily affirmations.
I am skinny. I am sound of mind. I'm skinny. I'm normal. I'm sound of mind. And I don't know like possibly how much weight someone could gain in 10 days, but like whatever the max was for a person of my height and weight, I did.
Okay.
Even though I did stay on top of my workouts, which is like surprising. True. I was running, I did Soto method.
Did Soto. Last time you saw us, we were headed off to Soto.
It was amazing.
A couple of sick sisters working out.
And like, we're back.
Yeah.
I am normal. What was the second one?
I am thin.
What was the third one?
Normal.
No,
skinny, thin, normal, sound of mind.
I'm sound of mind. I'm normal. I'm skinny. Mm-hmm. I'm sound of mind. I'm normal. I'm skinny. And if I say it enough times, maybe it'll be true.
Keep telling yourself that.
Yeah.
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 But the sourdough's not getting in your way, is it?
No, not at all. I actually think based on like, you know, the bar has been so lowered for like my healthy eating, like this gut healthy bread is the least of my problems.
Okay. Okay, good. Good.
But it does make me just want to like eat other like hard. No, it's good. I'm not blaming the bread. And
yeah.
Well, and Jackie made me a sourdough loaf yesterday that had like my age scribbled in it.
It was like 13. It was so cute. I don't have a loaf proofing right now.
That's good.
And
we have a busy day.
Yeah, I was going to make a loaf. I want to start giving them away because I want to make one for Hillary Soto. Like she deserves it. And I bought like bags to put them in.
Well, we're seeing her tomorrow, so if you could get a loaf,
to step in.
She would love that.
Yeah. Okay, now
but she listens to the toast, so like it wouldn't be a surprise.
No, I told her. I told her I was going to bring her a loaf. She didn't ask for one, but she'll be getting one. I know she does like sandwiches.
Yeah, 1,000%.
That's like how she likes to.
She does like sandwiches. That's her thing.
Like,
yeah.
You know, her fitness capital, everything she's earned back, she likes a sandwich.
It's my kind of girl.
Now, are you ready for the Fast Five stories?
I guess. It would be very normal and sound of mind of us to do.
It would be. So therefore, we will do it because that is who we are.
Correct.
Our first story, Olivia Munn and John Mulaney got married in an intimate home wedding ceremony. So Olivia Munn and John Mulaney are married. The actress and comedian secretly tied the knot over the weekend at a friend's home in New York State, people reported on Wednesday. Per the outlet, only their 2-year-old son, Malcolm, who they welcomed in November 2021, and a witness were in attendance.
I think there was like a massive campaign for me to hate these two, and it did not work. Like, I'm sorry to everyone involved. Like, I stand. And I think it's cute. And it's so unfortunate for that other girl. You know, it is so unfortunate for that other girl. It is like Adam Marie, like she has my deepest sympathies, but I'm holding space for two truths. Like it's really sad for her, but it's nice for these two, you know, and that's just life. You know, it's really, they tried to make me hate John Mulaney because of Olivia Munn, but I never hated Olivia Munn. I feel like a lot of people did. I never did.
No. And the proof is in the pudding, as we always say, like you want to act shysty in your personal life, you know, maybe timelines aren't adding up, but like you get married and you have a child together and you seem to be really in love and you go through hard things and you're there for each other and you're together through the shitstorm of the media and the public, like I'll support you. Yeah.
Yeah. These two are unfortunately for a lot of people, the real deal.
Unfortunately for you.
They love each other so much. They have been through a lot. Obviously, like public drama is really tough to get through, but I loved I'm not even like a John Mulaney fan. People like die for his comedy thing. It's like the greatest thing. I never really like was into it, but his special after, you know, becoming America's Most Hated Comedian and then also relapsing in his sobriety was amazing. I think it's called Baby J. I loved it so much. Now I'm not even like a fan of his comedy. I just like him as a person. And of course he coined my favorite phrase, likability is a prison. How could I not like him? And
but
I just
then you
like
would be in
the
prison with him because you like him.
Correct.
Also, she was just battling breast cancer.
Right. And then this whole, like, there's a lot that these two have been through. And I'm sorry, like, I stand. I ship. I think they're OTP.
Yeah. So, sorry, haters.
Sorry, haters. And sorry, Anna Marie. Like, I imagine that was really hard for you. Mm-hmm. But it's also probably annoying. It's giving Jennifer Aniston, like when you can't talk about a couple without talking about the girl he dated before.
Yeah, just because she's so like integral to their story.
And I do feel like with Jennifer Aniston, like that was like not her choice. She was like, seriously, please leave me out of this. Like it was just like literally every magazine cover at the time. Those tabloids had such power over people, and it was just anytime it was about Brendan.
But I don't feel that way about AMT.
No, I feel like she kind of like lives for that narrative.
Keep me in it.
Yeah,
like don't forget about me.
I'm a part of
too.
this. Yeah,
I was supposed to be in the video. I was supposed to be in this marriage.
Yeah, no, she was in the marriage. It is really sad, like when somebody like doesn't have kids with someone, and then like the second they get into a new marriage, like they have kids, because it seems like these two people didn't want kids. I remember him saying that on his Comedians and Cards episode. So it's like, well, what changed? You know?
Yeah.
Unless it was like an accident. Which,
yeah, and then he like realized,
fatherhood is. I love fatherhood. Love me some Malcolm.
Right.
It's unfortunate, but I'm choosing to focus on the fortunate, which is these two clearly love each other. Celebrities getting married with not a single other person. Like that is so legitimate, you know? Tell me you love each other without telling me.
Well, they did. And they told each other that they loved each other.
I'm actually, I'm happy for them. Sorry. I like them. What are you going to do?
I think that's fair now.
And now, like it's fine.
Yeah. Are you ready for our next story?
I feel like we're breezing through, but yeah.
Major pregnancy news.
Wait, who?
Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
Oh, yeah.
Has announced her pregnancy on Tuesday with her boyfriend, Ken Urker. So Gypsy Rose Blanchard views her newly announced pregnancy as a fresh start and a way to break a cycle of abuse. A day after sharing the news that she and her boyfriend will soon welcome their first child, the 32-year-old TLC star is opening up about the impending arrival of her bundle of joy. In an interview with People, she spills the beans on how she found out she is pregnant, why she's so excited to become a parent, and what steps she plans to take to give her son or daughter a better life than she had. She said, all the things that I wanted in a mother, I want to give to this baby. My mother told me that I was never going to get married, raise a family, have kids, or do any of that. So to be here, standing on my own 2 feet and expecting my first baby, that's something I've reached as an achievement and a personal goal. I thank God every day that I'm now having this second chance at life with a kid of my own.
No, it's so cute. There is like so much to unpack here. Somebody tweeted something so true. It was like, Gypsy Rose's daughter has the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever. Do you get it?
Which is what?
Kill her mother.
Like, why would that be the funniest thing ever?
Because let me tell you why. I'm happy for GRB. I think she's a nice girl. And I think like she did what she had to do in that moment, you know, all those years ago. But it is really crazy that there's like a People exclusive about this like murder. Like at the end of the day, like she was a co-conspirator on a murder. And was that murder justified? 1000%. But it is really crazy. Like the way we're talking about her. It's like, and I don't know, and I'm happy for GRB, but I do feel like she's probably stunted in many, many ways. And like, I don't know how old she is, but she's probably a lot younger emotionally and mature wise.
She's 32.
I would say she probably has the emotional, like a maturity of like an 18-year-old.
For sure, but she's also been to prison, and like that kind of wises you up.
That's so true.
You've got to be sound of mind, tough,
skinny.
Yeah.
I do worry. Like
I do think motherhood will be complicated for her. Because at first I'm like, I forget the GRB crime. I'm just like, oh, this media darling, like
exactly
the socialite, the it girl of the moment. But then I forget, like, no. Her fame, like she famously has like mommy issues, to say the least.
Correct.
And so motherhood it's going to be an interesting journey for her. But I agree with her that it's a chance to break the cycle. It's a second chance, and it's a beautiful thing. So I wish her well, and I hope for the best.
Do you think that GRB was trying to get? Oh no, I think I read that it was an accident. Like she wasn't trying to get pregnant.
Got it.
Because like. Do you think she, like, I don't know, like, a lot about her education. Like, do you think she knows about sexual education and health?
I think so.
Do you think she had health class in prison?
No, but she's, like, on TikTok. She's a woman of the world.
True.
There's ways to self-educate, especially, like, if you have a man.
Yeah.
You just want to know stuff.
Yeah. This is so crazy, like, for real.
Yeah.
And her announcing it, like, directly after we wrapped Tuesday's episode was an extremely uncool thing to do.
Was rude.
But I have felt like she's been threatened by us, so it makes total sense.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy for her.
And what do you think Ryan makes of all of this? Ryan is like loving the very small modicum of fame he has. His social media is like seriously one of the most horrifying places on the internet. I wouldn't recommend anybody goes and seeks it out. It did come my way. Like I didn't actively seek it out. It just came across my desk. And he was just like reaching out to his fans and saying like, thanks to everybody who's being #Team Ryan. And it's like, that's not a thing.
That's not a thing.
That hashtag,
not even Team Gypsy is a thing, because it's just like you guys are not a thing. Like she's moved on so swiftly. Like
with the guy she told you not to worry about.
Yeah. But I think he's singing, that should be me.
Right, he's
holding your hand.
Jackie.
That should be me in People Mag.
I love that.
Yeah.
Jackie, he's kind of the Anna Marie Tendler of this situation.
Yeah. And that sucks for Anna Marie Tendler.
So sending well wishes to everyone. And I'm wishing Gypsy a healthy and fabulous pregnancy.
Yeah.
How far along was she?
I'm not sure.
Cool.
I feel like it's probably, she's doing January. Oh God, here we go again. The math.
Do it. You're the only one on this couch who's able to do that.
So it's July. January is
7 to 1.
Like 6 months. So she's 4 months in. So she's just out of her first trimester.
Okay, good. Good for GRB. Like seriously, what does GRB name her kid? Like her name is so iconic. Gypsy Rose. Does she do a double, like a hyphenate too? Gypsy Rose?
I think so. Gypsy Rose Jr.?
GRJ. I love that. What was her mother's name?
I'm not sure.
It was like something
Dee Dee.
ugly. Yeah, like I said, Dee Dee. Like, does she honor her mother in any way? I know she has a complicated relationship with her mother. She's spoken about that too.
I would imagine she does.
It's complicated.
It's complicated.
Yeah.
So, Mazel Tov to Gypsy Rose.
Mazel Tov to Gypsy Rose.
Are you ready for our next story?
I am.
Joe Jonas details making his most personal music for a solo album amid his divorce from Sophie Turner.
I cannot keep up with the Jonas Brothers, like solo, non-solo, breaking up. Like seriously.
I love my band. I hate my band.
Literally.
That's from Olaf's, his little mini series when he's like, you know, the series that Olaf does on Disney Plus where he recaps other Disney movies?
Why would I know that?
I don't know. Cause it's like Olivia plays it a lot.
Okay.
And when he's talking about Moana, he's like, I love my grandma. I hate my grandma. Oh. So now when you're like willy nilly, I love my band. I hate my band.
That's exactly what the Jonas Brothers feel. Not Kevin. Kevin would never. We know Kevin loves his band and he's always there when they're ready to come back to him.
I love my brothers. I hate my brothers.
But I am like ready for Kevin to like sort of blow up on these two. Like it's like enough already. Kevin has been this stable force for years and just like taking what he could get, hosting Claim to Fame while the others like figure out their issues.
Yeah.
And it's seriously, it must be exhausting for Danielle too. It's like he can't have a stable career because his two other brothers are so unstable.
Yeah.
Ugh, it's like enough.
He finds stability in the instability.
That's beautiful. Almost like he finds comfort in the discomfort.
Yeah.
I like that.
So Joe Jonas has a solo album on the way.
I just want to say, I feel like we're doing such a good, clear job with like, I feel so lucid.
I feel lucid, clear, also funny. Like I feel
like we're not sacrificing the quality of the show for our stability.
Yeah. But
I feel good.
Hanging on.
Today.
To normalcy.
Nothing's gonna stop us anyway.
I'm holding on.
I'm strong. Remember when she had a show? That was an amazing time in television. I remember we used to watch The OC and then Cheyenne. Like they were on at the same time. Maybe even the same night. Like we would watch them back to back. And that was probably one of the happier times in my life.
What a perfect night.
Perfect night. Also, don't forget Sunday nights.
Oh, Sunday night.
What did we watch on Sunday nights growing up? Come on. In Olivia's bedroom. Brothers and Sisters was on right after. And
Desperate Housewives.
We would turn it right off.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
By the way, on Entourage, oh my God, it's so funny. They actually reference Brothers and Sisters quite a few times because like those are the types of shows Johnny Drama would go out for. And that was like the kind of peak for him. It's actually so funny how they reference it. Do people think about Brothers and Sisters, that moronic show, as much as we do?
Maybe the people who watched it even.
Nobody watched it. There weren't, like that was fake.
Yeah.
It was seriously, Brothers and Sisters was the first industry plant.
The first of its kind.
I do want to let you know, just like kind of a warning. I'm wearing your cardigan and I have a spray tan and I'm sweating a little bit. Just like, do know there might be some, I have to like kind of I have to get out ahead of the rumors. Like,
well, it's from Loft. So if anyone from Loft Corp is watching, like maybe we could get another one.
It's a fabulous cardigan.
I know. I bought it in every color.
Well, not even in a new color because it's going to be like a sort of bronzy orange.
It's ombre.
Yeah.
Well, back to Joe Jonas and his solo album that's on the way. He made the announcement on Jake Shane's podcast 1 month after teasing his Work It Out single on social media. He explained that he was working on a song when he realized he wanted it for himself, not the Jonas Brothers or DNCE.
Oh, by the way, that's like kind of crazy to admit.
Yeah, I was like, I think it's good to admit. Like this is speaking to the health.
Yeah, okay.
So far, it's reading healthy.
Okay.
I was like, I don't know what it's for, but I know I want to work on something. I feel like the pull emotionally to work on music. Well, that makes sense because he's going through a lot and he's an artist and that's what they do. Kevin and Nick gave their blessing, urging Joe to go for it while they worked on season 3 of Claim to Fame and a movie for Nick. He said, so I had the window of time and I locked myself away. We made an album in 2 to 3 weeks. I'm just really excited. It's the most personal music I have ever put out. He did not share the record's release date. He clarified it will be out later this year and revealed the title to Jake Shane while covering his mouth from the viewers. Oh my God, that's so toast-coded. The project will include some real beautiful ballads as well as songs about being a dad and songs about love. He noted that the album consists of kind of everything, including songs about being better to yourself, like the first single, Work It Out. Oh, I would have thought that's a song about, trying to not get divorced.
Hi, Romeo just entered the chat. Come here, love.
Hi, Romeo.
What do you have to say about Joe Jonas's solo album? Are you confused as well?
Are you and Bruno releasing an album?
My God.
Called Best Friends Forever?
Let me say this. Love to see podcasts making waves.
Mm-hmm.
I personally, I have stopped caring about the Jonas Brothers, the will they, won't they. It's exhausting. At one point, I actually really cared. And as you know, my heart was firmly with Joe. I don't care. They're kind of pissing me off.
I understand. Well, I'm reading this and I feel like it's not a bad omen for the Jonas Brothers. Because instead of him wanting to work on solo projects because it's I'm the biggest star in the group, it's no, I have a lot to say creatively. It's just I'm feeling artistic right now and I want to put out this work of art. And I think the band will be fine for it. Now, maybe that's me being naive. Maybe this is just the cycle and this is how it starts. And maybe Nick is now a big movie star and he's going to get that movie itch. And Joe is going to get a great reception to his solo music. And he's so why would I split him in 3?
Right.
Who knows? But
and where does that leave Kevin? For real. Where the fuck does that leave Kevin? Hosting Claim to Fame with Frankie. It's not right.
Yeah, but it's okay. And he's going to make it anyway. And I think that he's been saving his touring money. And I think that he's going to be fine because he knew this day was coming because he's
he knows the instability of the band. I do actually agree with you that Kevin Jonas is probably extremely financially savvy just because
he's had to be.
He's got to be.
He's in a tumultuous setting.
Kind of toxic.
Highs and lows.
Yeah. And do you think this has anything to do with them calling off their European tour? Remember that whole thing?
No. I feel maybe that was Nick's movie. Now that makes sense.
Because they said it was a crazy opportunity that none of them that they couldn't say no to, and that's why they had to call it off.
I feel Nick's doing a major movie.
Yeah. Do we care? No.
How major is it really going to be? The movies aren't what they used to be. So unless he's in Titanic the sequel.
Not even, unless he's in Marvel. Yeah. That's the only sort of opportunity these days that you can't pass up.
Yeah, but I feel Hollywood hasn't gotten that memo yet.
Right. They still think of movies as
I'm in a movie?
Right. The talkies. Right.
So we'll hear it one day.
Yeah. I will say one thing about the Jonas Brothers, their personal issues to the side, they do make amazing music.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard a Jonas Brothers song that was actually really bad.
Yeah.
It's all fine. It's all good. It's all dandy.
Yeah. Well, in some more new music news, are you ready for it?
Oh, no.
I don't think that you are.
So just give me 35 seconds because I'm really not ready.
To get ready for it.
Okay. Is it the next 2 stories that are brought to you by Hill House Home?
Yes.
Which is seriously sponsoring this trip.
Sponsoring my life. And
Hill
my
House Home,
aesthetic.
as you guys know, is a company that invented the viral nap dress. It's the most flattering and comfortable fit. It has a signature smocking. It's the ultimate destination for dress girls with the perfect dresses for the summer season, whether you've got weddings, vacation, or you just need something comfortable to survive the heat in. Hill House Home became kind of a, what's a word I'm looking for? A blank brand, a home, it was what's the word I'm looking for?
What I don't know what you're trying to say.
It became a
iconic
blank name brand.
Household name.
Household name.
A Hill household name.
With their nap dresses.
A Hill household.
But and celebrities, everyone was wearing the dresses, dress this, dress that. Let me tell you, there are so many other products from Hill House Home that are fabulous. I've been living in their pajamas.
And we're so cute in our pajamas from Hill House Home.
We are. They have amazing bedding, amazing robes, amazing pajamas, swim, and shoes. Their bathrobes and pajamas are so soft, perfect for, that getting ready moment if you need a good pair of pajamas to do your makeup in. They also have great products for all ages. The brand has baby and kid stuff if you want a matching moment or you need a baby gift. They have the cutest little robes, onesies, PJs that you can monogram. Their categories are amazing. Of course, their dresses, we all know and love. I'm not going to sell you on that. But everything else is really fabulous. Don't sleep on their pajamas. Get $15 get 15% off your order of $100 or more at hillhousehome.com with our code TheToast. Again, that's TOAST15 for 15% off your order at hillhousehome.com. That's hillhousehome.com. You'll get 15% off your order with code TOAST15, TOAST15. Today's episode is also brought to you by Rakuten. So Rakuten is the smartest way to save money when you shop because you earn cash back at over 3,500 stores. We're talking fashion, we're talking beauty, we're talking electronics, home essentials, travel, dining, concerts, tickets, and more. So cash back is directly deposited into your PayPal account, or Rakuten can send you a check. Basically how it works is that your favorite stores, like, and seriously anything you could possibly think of, Bloomingdale's, Walmart, Nike, Macy's, Adidas, YSL Beauty, Samsung, Tarte Cosmetics, Dyson, seriously, anything you can think of, they will pay Rakuten to send them shoppers, and Rakuten then passes on a part of that payment to its members as cashback. That cashback is then directly deposited into your PayPal account, or you can get Rakuten to send you a check. You can even maximize your savings by stacking cashback on top of other deals like store sales and coupons. You're already shopping at your favorite stores, so why not save a little bit more while you're doing it? It's really a no-brainer because membership is free. It's super easy to sign up. Rakuten is seriously like one of those things. Just do it. Just do it. You never have to maintain it. All you know is you'll either get a PayPal or a check, and you'll be like, oh yeah, thank God that the Toast Girls reminded me to do this because now I can shop even more. Get the Rakuten app now. Join the 17 million members who are already saving. Cashback rates change daily. See Rakuten.com for details. That's Rakuten. Your cashback will really add up, so don't miss out on all the amazing savings on the Rakuten app, or head to Rakuten.com to learn more and see the details. Today's episode is also brought to you by Seed. It doesn't take much to change the balance of your day-to-day life. The same goes for the sensitive vaginal microbiome. 9 out of 10 women have an unstable vaginal microbiome, and that's why Seed created the VS01 Vaginal Symbiotic to restore a healthy vaginal microbiome and sustain regulated pH levels. Just like your gut has a unique microbiome, so does your vagina, and your vaginal microbiome is your natural defense system and key driver of gynecological, urogenital, and reproductive health. So VS01 marks a new era in care with a sustainable approach to address the root causes of imbalances. VS01 is an ongoing system that maximizes efficacy with minimal impact on your day-to-day life. So having a healthy vaginal microbiome and protecting against daily disruptions in your pH is super important. And in a clinical trial, VS01 was 10 times more effective than a leading oral probiotic at increasing the abundance of L. crispatus in the vaginal microbiome and maintained regulated vaginal pH in 100% of participants. If you struggle with like an issue if you're in your vaginal pH, you know how that can affect your day-to-day life. It's super annoying. And Seed is just a trusted brand. We've worked with them for a while. A lot of you guys love their DS01 Daily Symbiotic. And now they're tackling the vaginal microbiome with the VS01 Symbiotic. So find your balance and get proactive with your vaginal care with VS01 from Seed. Go to seed.com/toast and use code 25toast to get 25% off. That's 25% off the VS01 at seed.com, seed.com/toast with our code 25toast. That's seed.com/toast, code 25toast.
Thank you, Turt.
You're welcome, Bert.
Our next story.
Or should I say Vert?
Vert.
Vaginal microbiome Turt.
That's your new name.
Romeo, come here. Stop barking. Mommy's working. And seriously, you're annoying me.
I don't think they can hear him.
Okay.
Ignore.
All right.
Our next story, speaking of new music, Katy Perry announces her first new album in 4 years. So Katy Perry's new album, 143, will be released on September 20th. Her single, Woman's World, produced by Dr. Luke, releases today at 4 p.m. Oh, I'm kind of excited. I didn't realize that today was the day. The wait is over. Katy Perry's first new album in 4 years is set to release later this year. On Wednesday, she confirmed that her 6th studio album, titled 143, will debut on September 20th via Capitol Records. It'll be her first album since 2020's Smile, which was really forgettable. And the first single and video, Woman's World, releases today at 4 p.m. Pacific time.
Oh, that's like a weird time, no?
So 7 o'clock. Well, listen, as we're getting ready for our show, an incredibly weird time.
Right? Like people release music at midnight.
Right. But
I did want to say, not to be so repetitive, because this happened with Women's World, but there was another snippet of another Katy Perry song, and it was really bad. Like, okay. I know I'm having deja vu because I said that about Women's World, and everything I've heard about Women's World so far sounds so good.
No, and this is what she said about this is
Women's World. Women's World, yeah, this one's good. The other one, no, that's Women's World. It's a woman's world and you're lucky to be living in it. Okay, I'm going to find it while you talk.
No, because you need to listen to what I'm about to say.
Oh, go.
Because it's a conversation.
Oh, it's a conversation? Okay.
Yeah. So the press release for the album shared that it's jam-packed with the kind of empowering and provocative pop anthems fans have come to love.
Love that.
143 is an album with a lot of heart and a lot of BPM. So I feel like it is going so hard. She's not trying something new.
Okay.
Out with the new, in with the old, of just like bop after bop. And I feel like I personally
found it.
am going to enjoy it.
But okay, I would agree with you based on that description if I hadn't heard this song. Listen. Oh wait, no. I'm sorry.
Excuse me?
I'm really being like so dumb. I'm so sorry.
You said it.
Yes. She went on like TikTok Live and
she shared that. That's not
she was on TikTok Live like.
And who's singing on?
I don't
that's
know.
Not her.
I don't know.
It just sounds like, a Kids Bop version of something that's already out there.
It does, but let me say, like, I think Women's World has the potential, like, to like just based on what I've seen, and it's so crazy because the first snippet I heard, I thought it was the biggest piece of shit on the planet. I actually woke up today. I was like, oh, it's not my birthday anymore. How sad. And I was like, what do I have to look forward to? I was like, oh my God. I knew Katy Perry's like new song was coming out right after my birthday. I'm actually excited.
No, and also just remember like today somewhere like Cameron Westcott's going to court.
Oh wow, kind of a big week for me and Katy Perry. I also did forget to wish Erica Jane and Jessica Simpson a very, very happy birthday.
Your birthday buddies.
Yeah, because birthday buddies like actually mean the world to me.
Yeah, so I think that this album is going to be really have some great moments. I think that's what we need in the culture. Even right now, when you think of like what the super popular songs are, like Espresso and Please, 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 like so amazing, such great songs. Like not gonna knock them in any way, but like, do they make you want to get on the treadmill
and
do
dance?
They make you want to like have a party? Not necessarily. They're just like they're vibey.
Yeah.
So I'm ready. Like this feels to me like Rain on Me.
Yeah, Lady Gaga has definitely been missing from the landscape of music because she's been working on other things, which is totally fine.
And I feel like all of the great pop divas who are maybe not working right now or just like not making music, now this like synth sort of music is in and we're missing like those pussy popping anthems.
Could not agree more. And if there's anyone who could really bring that back into the culture, like I do feel like Katy Perry could do it.
And I do think like I'm going to blame Jack Antonoff.
By the way, I am also going to blame Jack Antonoff and I stand with you in that.
Yeah. So also Dr. Luke is working on the album. Like we just kind of have to
talk about that really quickly.
And also
that's really weird of Katy Perry.
No, what's also weird is a lot of the promotional stuff that she's doing, like and outings that she's been working very closely with Balenciaga.
Oh, okay, that's really weird, especially from Katy Perry. Like, there's some people like who don't give a fuck. Like, let me say this: the last person who worked with Dr. Luke and people were talking about was Kim Petras. Like, Kim Petras doesn't give a fuck. Like, Kim Petras isn't trying to like appease everyone. Katy Perry's like very like UN ambassador, like posting about UNRWA.
What does that mean?
You know what I mean? Like, exactly. It's weird from like somebody who like clearly gives a fuck.
Yeah.
To try and be like everything to everyone. Like,
well, I think Katy Perry is very unscrupled. And you hear it in her music and you see it. It's just like she's so willy-nilly. Every time she tries a new album and she's like trying to do something new and be like on the cusp of like whatever's happening in the music. And I think right now she's going back to the things that worked for her, which is exciting for me because that's when I loved her. That's why like I'm excited for the music. But like as a person and a brand,
human being,
like she's all over the place.
Yeah.
So it actually kind of makes sense that she would work with Balenciaga.
Because
like
she's really...
She has no scruples.
No, she really just wants like success at any cost.
Yeah.
And that's like a dangerous game to play, like for real.
No, like it's very dangerous being Katy Perry.
Whew, chilling. Yeah, no, for sure.
So I'm just taking the art. Like I'm not looking much into the person because I'm not going to like what I see. And I haven't liked what I've seen.
It's actually an amazing point. So just separate the art from the artist. And I'm looking forward to like a really good like pussy poppin' song.
And I just feel like every Katy Perry, like I evaluate it differently. Like I like American Idol Katy Perry.
So do I.
I like that one.
Of course, we love OG Teenage Dream Katy Perry.
Of course. Like all of the pictures I'm seeing of, I like the promotional assets for.
Same. She looks amazing.
This album. Like I think the pictures, the art is great.
It's very Lady Gaga. Like everything so far is which is so crazy because Lady Gaga is one of like Dr. Luke's biggest, probably most famous victims.
So he's giving all the songs he would have given to Lady Gaga to Katy Perry.
And like the art direction. And it feels like an even bigger slap in the face, honestly, like from Katy Perry. Like not only to be working with Dr. Luke, who Lady Gaga has been like so vocal about, but also like kind of coming for her brand. Yeah. Nobody can do it like Lady Gaga because Lady Gaga, say what you want about Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga is an original. Like everything she puts out is her own creative, her own ideas, her own music, her own everything. Like from the wardrobe to the graphic, like Lady Gaga had her finger in all of it. Katy Perry has like a team, a creative agency, just like telling her what's cool on TikTok.
Yes, in terms of like the brand of Katy Perry, but like she is a songwriter at her core.
Katy Perry.
Even like her trajectory is so interesting because she was songwriting for songs. She was a Christian artist, remember? And that didn't get her.
Yeah,
very
no,
far.
she like seriously dropped Jesus in a second.
Like she kind of sold her soul.
Yeah. It's sort of like a classic Hollywood tale.
It's a classic Hollywood tale, and like we're seeing, it's giving soulless. Sorry. It is.
Which is so much worse than senseless.
Is there a worse thing you could say about someone than the things we're saying?
Katy Perry, like, seriously can never listen to this episode.
But I'm so excited for the new music.
No, I'm really,
I don't care if the artist has a soul. I don't. Is the music good?
Because does the music have a soul? Yes. The music has soul.
The music has soul. Exactly. Love that. So I feel like also another artist would be like, oh, I don't want these Lady Gaga hand-me-downs.
Someone would be too proud. But Katy Perry got to a place in her, like an inflection point in her career where she seriously had no pride and she just had to like take what she could get. Like good music is good music. Why are you laughing so hard?
Like it's just so funny because like I'm not even a hater.
No, I love Katy Perry. You would never know.
I love it. Like I at points in my life, I've been her biggest fan.
The first concert I ever went to was Katy Perry.
And Firework is like, it's the Cline for me. Like it's such an important song.
Don't get me started on her documentary. Like I love.
Right. But the way that we're speaking
is such hater.
We couldn't be saying nastier things about a person.
Speaking, the truth.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've like seriously not a singular regret.
So we'll see you guys today, Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern time, 4 p.m.
You know what this is reminding me of?
Pacific.
I saw something on TikTok once that like seriously made me laugh so hard that really made me cringe. Katy Perry went on Chicks in the Office.
Oh, okay.
And some like Katy fan account was like, how could Katy go on this podcast? And they like pulled together like all the things. Like they were just being funny like for like the past couple of years talking about Katy Perry, especially as it pertained to her situation with the real estate nuns.
Yeah.
And they were like seriously, like my worst nightmare, like putting together clips of like mean things they've said about Katy Perry and then like Katy Perry going on their show.
That's why we don't have guests on the show.
That's why we don't have guests. Because so we can continue to speak our truth. But seriously, the Chicks in the Office girlies like had my heart in that moment because like that would happen to us.
That would.
Except we don't have guests anymore. So it literally can't.
Yeah. Can't happen. Are you ready for our fifth and final story?
I thought that was it. Yeah.
No, but also Women's World comes out today. Like we'll be listening as we're getting ready for the show. That's very exciting. That is fun. Maybe we could do like a listening party on stage. 7 p.m.
Should we walk out to Women's World?
I would say yes, except our walkout is so perfection.
It's so good. No, people don't know the words to Women's World yet, and there's something powerful about everybody in like one room singing the same song.
It's group therapy.
Yeah.
So our fifth and final story.
Yep.
Pete Davidson and Madelyn Cline break up after 10 months of dating. I know.
Love is lost.
I know you don't care. I know you've unsubscribed.
Oh, no, by the way, I do care.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when he was dating Chase Suey Wonders, like I didn't know who that was, like so I actually didn't give a fuck. Even when they like drove into a residential home, like I still didn't care. They still couldn't make me care. But there's one like I actually love Madelyn Cline, and she's so interesting to me in the sense that she's so famous, and I feel like she like doesn't want to be. Do you get the vibe?
No, I feel like
she could be like way more thirsty, way more losery, way more annoying, and she's like not.
No, I feel like she wants to be serious, and I feel like she enjoys her fame.
I don't know. She feels really interesting to me.
I think she's done a really good job.
Same.
Of like parlaying OBX into like a bigger thing. And she's in every magazine. She's on the Met Gala.
What does she do next?
She's in movies all the time. I'll be watching a movie. I'm like, is that Madelyn Cline?
Oh, good for her.
She really is like a chameleon in the way that she looks. Like she looks different for everything.
Like a true actress. I feel like she has potential to be like a big-timey movie star.
Yeah, she's a very good actress. And I think
really
Hollywood
like her.
Taken note.
I love that.
Yeah.
I do.
And she's also like a fashion girly.
As we progress, but I want to say I still feel really sound of mind. Do you?
But it's because of the way you're sitting. Sit up straight.
That's what I was going to say.
That's why you've gone to the loony bin.
Okay. I'm back.
Deep breath.
You were saying?
We're almost there.
You were saying? We're about to get through the show like in the most sort of normal way.
Yeah. Like low key, we did it.
In a very classic way.
Pete Davidson and Madelyn Cline have broken up. They were first linked in September 2023, so this would be a 10-month relationship, and now it is off.
I know it's so crazy because we all joke like Pete Davidson has a million girlfriends. I will say, like, every relationship he's in is like pretty long term. He doesn't like date people for 1 month.
No, but I do think that he has a 10-month
limit.
You know, and it's
do you think the girls are breaking up with him or he's breaking up with the girls?
It could be either, but I think it's something within Pete. Like maybe the girls are breaking up with him because at 10 months, like he gets stir crazy and it's like, oh, I can't deal with you anymore. Mm-hmm. Or he's breaking up with them because like after 10 months, he gets bored. But it's like Ramona Singer once said, like in order to know someone, you have to spend a year with them. Each season.
The great Ramona Singer. That's very,
she said
very
you
wise.
need 4 seasons with a person in order to get to know them.
What was she do? Who was she talking about when she said that?
No clue, but it really resonated.
No, I
with
love
me.
that.
And don't you find?
And I'm sorry, that's something like only the OG women of Roni like could deliver. Like, and I think okay, sorry, I was about to go on a tangent. You continue.
Oh, okay, we're not going down silly street.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Silly street.
Oh, girl, you're going down silly street.
Silly street. Where the silly meets, that's for me, that's for me, that's for me.
I don't know that song.
Easy
okay, Romeo's being
Street
very like, will they, won't
Annie?
they?
You like
Easy Street. No, I don't
like Annie.
Let's
talk about it.
I don't not like Annie. I don't know Annie in the way that you do. Obviously, I know $3, 2 bags, 1 me. Of course, I know the sun'll come out. It's a hard knock life. I know the classics, but I don't know it in the way that like I think I know Hairspray is the way that you know Annie.
No, but there's so much lore with Annie because you have to have seen all of them.
Yeah,
and
which I have, by the way. I've seen Quiv and Janae Wallace. I've seen Cameron Diaz. I've seen Kathy Bates. Like I've seen them all.
And the original.
I've seen the live.
But have you seen them all as an adult?
No. I saw Quiv and Janae Wallace as an adult and live as an adult, which are arguably two of the like the worst ones. But no, they're all good.
Yeah, they're all good. That's what's so great about it.
Yeah.
Anyways, not to get off
But do you
track.
feel like it's similar to Hairspray in the sense like you can't remake it poorly? Like it's always good.
Let me think about that. Can you remake it poorly? Like you could.
But they don't.
But they haven't.
Yeah.
But they haven't. So all of that to say, we were just saying.
You were about to say something. Simple Street, Silly Street.
You were going to say, you have to
Ramona Singer. Who are we talking? What's the story?
Madelyn Cline.
Davidson. Yeah, okay.
So I feel like it's like he's in the 4th season and he doesn't like what he sees in the 4th season. So he has the 10-month itch for sure. But it's really like, aren't you embarrassed at this point? It's like, Leo, like date someone 26, like just to break the cycle.
Yeah, just to like.
Because it's embarrassing.
Throw us off. I completely agree.
How predictable are you?
I'm surprised that these girlies, like who are esteemed, successful, some of the most beautiful, attractive women in the world, like want to be just one in a line. Like if I'm Madelyn Cline, I don't want Ariana Grande, Kim Kardashian. No, but
it's a fabulous circle of women.
It's true.
Like
that's Tilde Zarin.
It's honestly like it's a good
badge
group
of honor
to be in. And if they do have a little meetup, like you could network for sure.
Yeah.
It's a sisterhood.
Well, I say screw sisterhood in this moment.
In this moment, you say screw sisterhood.
In this moment, I'm also saying screw my husband because Romeo's barking outside the door. I let him in. I got up, if you guys saw. Then he was barking because he wanted to leave. I let him out. Now he's barking. He's being kind of like a fucking victim, and he's pissing me off. And like when I'm working, Ben should be watching the children.
Yeah. Well, Bruno's snoring.
Are we being boring because we're not being silly?
Yeah. He
said, you guys, I came to work and you're not interesting. So.
Like you're not entertaining me.
Romeo, shut up. I'm not getting up again. Like, seriously, I'm tired.
The good news for Romeo is that was a Fast Five. And
by the way, we crushed it. Like, seriously, that was such a good episode. We were funny, we were witty, but we were clear, we were lucid, we were on point.
Yeah. I want to bring this lucidity into the rest of the day.
And to every episode for the rest of Swirly Summer.
Agreed.
We're so excited for our show tonight. I cannot wait to see all the Swirlies who have come near and far to the West Hampton Beach Performing Arts Center, as we're calling it, the Wubbaback. And we'll see you guys tonight, and we'll see you back on The Toast tomorrow, which is going to be fabulous. So thank you guys so much for listening to The Toast, the Millennial Morning Show, where we deliver the Fast 5 stories that you need to know every Monday through Friday on YouTube. So if you're watching us on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. We are also available as a podcast anywhere podcasts can be found. So Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Public Radio, iHeartRadio, CastBox, all the places. Wherever you listen to podcasts, find us. The Toast, leave a 5-star review about how beautiful, about how stunning, and about how wickedly talented we are. Oh, I feel so good. Like, really. Hope you guys have an amazing day, and we'll see you tomorrow for Friday.
Love ya. Bye.